YouTube? It's your girl, Beautiful Brown Baby Doll. And remember, this video is sponsored in part by NubianDew.com. Head over to NubianDew.com to receive some motivation. You can see it at Nina's Corner on there for motivation. Also, natural hair products, natural hair care accessories, and different things of that sort, and different motivational speakings. So please head over to NubianDew.com. You'll love it. Now to move on to the point of today's video. This video is going to be really quick because I wanted to kind of connect it to yesterday's video of products I use to grow my hair. This is tools that worked for me to help my hair to grow. So this video will be really quick because I've practically used the same tools for my hair for years and they've always worked. So the things that have remained tried and true. First of all, you need a satin pillow cover. I just keep these around. This is like $3.99 at the beauty supply, and I keep them in the closet. You know, I keep them with me just in case I need one or mine tears or something like that. But these work wonders because they keep your hair from snagging. You do not want your hair to snag. And with natural hair, since it's so curly, you find that it will snag at any point that it decides it wants to. And this silk silk cover, pillow cover, keeps that from happening. So please make sure that you try and purchase one of these. They are the best investment, one of the best investments. Now for my own head, I put on, usually when my hair is in a style like this or when I've gelled my edges down, I use this kind of scarf. These can also be found at your neighborhood beauty supply for maybe $2.99. They kind of look like this. They're thin. I use this one. And I double it with this black one. With this black one. And these hold my edges down superbly. And then wait. This is the one I really sleep in. But when I gel my edges down, I put this around those two little ones. It's a thicker one. Now, when you sleep on your pillow, you might start slipping a little bit. You slip a little bit because it's a little slippery. But guess what? The benefits are wonderful because your hair doesn't get snagged. So make sure that you sleep in your satin. It's the best thing that could ever happen to your hair. It really makes a difference. A lot of people that see that breakage on the side of their hair or the dryness, it's because you're sleeping on cotton. You need to stop sleeping on cotton. It's sucking the moisture out of your hair, and then when you rub your head up against it, it's creating friction and it's rubbing your hair out. And it's causing the hair shaft to be damaged. And it's causing more split ends, actually. So keeping the satin on, think about it. The silk or the satin keeps your hair really good. And think about what it feels like to run silk or satin across your hair. It slides right past. It's not snagging. Which leads me into what I dry my hair with. You might say, why does she have a t-shirt? T-shirts are wonderful for drying your hair after you hop out of the shower, putting the t-shirt on and wrapping it up. Why, you might ask? Because t-shirts limit snagging as well. I find that instead of putting a big towel on my hair that has the little fluffy cottony stuff in it that can mess with your hair, I find that t-shirts don't snag my hair as much. Also, microfiber towels are pretty good for that too, for keeping the hair sleek and keeping it from getting too caught up and tangled up in the towel. Because your hair does, the little micro hairs do get caught up in the towel and it can cause damage or split ends. Which leads me to my satin cap too. I use this excuse me y'all, because I don't like that term. Sorry, I don't know how that came out. I guess I saw the string connected here. But I use this good old handy dandy grandma, not ghetto, because grandma scarf. Satin cap. Y'all can imagine how I look at night. Seriously. Because I be having all the satin on the head, all of that. And you just simply put that on like that. I put that around my little scarf and I wrap it around. And I'm slipping off the pillow, y'all. You're right. I slip right off the pillow. But it works well. I love it. I love it. Keeps my hair from snagging. Some other things that are staples in my tools. Remember we talked about what staples were yesterday. Staples are things in your regimen that you use that have stayed around for your whole entire natural journey, or they are things that you will keep inside in your natural journey. Okay, so when it comes to applying all those conditioners I talked about yesterday, a lot of times I like to mix my conditioners with oils, things like that. I keep applicators around, which you can find like at Sally's for maybe 99 cents, to make sure that the conditioner is evenly applied all over my head, and I make sure that I get that all in and sink in. And I should have brought a plastic cap, like just a plastic cap, a regular old plastic cap, because after that conditioner is on, I do use the plastic cap for about 2 hours to let the conditioner sit in. So it's good to keep plastic caps around the house. You can pick those up at Walmart, Walgreens, anything, for like 20 of them for like $2 or something like that. That keeps your hair moisturized. Also, if you want to do like an overnight treatment, those are good to have around, because I've often found myself wanting to keep the plastic on my hair overnight with conditioner in it and wrapping my hair in a towel so it's warm, and so the hair is just soaking up the conditioner overnight. So it's good to keep those in your regimen. Also, I like to keep, I'm trying to find my combs and things. Here they are. A big wide tooth comb. Wide tooth combs are wonderful. This is the only kind of comb I comb through my hair with. It helps to fully detangle in a wet state. So whenever my hair is wet or I'm in the shower, this works well. Some people call them shower combs. Some people call them wide tooth combs, but they work wonderfully. And if you want to get particular about that, I also have the one I used to use when my hair was shorter. You can see this one's bigger. So it's my graduated version. Actually, they look close to the same size, but this one's a little bigger. And this one actually hangs on your shower, so you can get that from Sally's too. I think both of these are like maybe $3.99 at Sally's, and they work really well. I've had them for years. They're very durable, so worth it. Also, I have an original Denman brush. I had a knockoff Denman, and it worked fine. I didn't have any problems out of it. But I do find that the real Denmans work even better than the knockoff. I mean, if you have to get the knockoff from the beauty supply, it's fine. But I went ahead and invested in this Denman, and I think it cost me like $10, $15. It's an expensive brush, but I got it from like Sally's or beauty brands, and I think it cost me maybe $15. But I went ahead and invested, and it's durable. It's not going to break on you, and it works wonderfully. I love it. Also, I keep this kind of brush, a small bristle brush. I also got this one from Sally's. I want to say this brush was like $2.99. The reason why I keep this is not to brush through my hair. It's used to brush up my edges once they've been gelled. And I don't brush hard because it brushes your edges out. As you can see, I like to keep my edges in. I like them in. But I like to use this brush to kind of brush up the edges, touch up my little edges, because it catches all the little hairs. So these are wonderful. As you can see, I keep my brushes really clean, so I know when somebody's been using my brush. I don't like that. I hate when somebody uses my brush, so don't use my brush. Not that I think y'all would come use my brush, but whatever. I also keep a rat tail comb, and this is usually used for when I'm twisting my hair, so that I can just take this comb after my hair's been detangled or blow dried or whatever, and I just run through it like that, and just to part it with the end of the comb, because it makes it easier than taking a comb and parting your hair and allowing it to get tangled in the teeth. The rat tail helps with that. So rat tails are great, or even for any other style you like. If you're throwing braids in the side of your hair, these are wonderful for parting. They work great. Keep a rat tail, and keep a good rat tail. Don't get the cheap ones. I like the ones with the bendy rubber, not the kind that break as soon as you do this, because the bendy rubber ones, it's just so much better, because it's nothing worse than going like this and comb breaking in your hair. And when you have a lot of hair like me, my hair is heading towards waist length almost. It's below my bra strap in the back. It's not a good thing to have to fish through there for a piece of comb that fell out. It's just not good. So make sure you invest in the one that's $1.99 instead of 99 cents. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Also, Afro Pick. I love this Afro Pick. It's also made out of that bendy rubber. It's also from my neighborhood beauty supply, and I think it cost me no more than $3.99. It pays to have this. If you're going to wear an afro, this helps comb right through it. If your hair is dried and detangled, it works really well. If your hair is blow dried, it works really well. These are wonderful combs because it penetrates and you can pull it right out. And it's a very strong comb. Very strong. As far as applying, you guys know that I use applicator bottles for my oil applications whenever I do oil applications. Also, I use Biggin hair dye, which is an organic or an all natural hair dye, and I usually tend to put it in here. I do touch up my hair to make sure that it's black, so I use this to do that because I get grays around the edges, and I'm not even old. That's it. Not even that old people get grays around the edges. Also, in your regimen, you're going to want to keep, if you like puffs like I do, I keep a knee high. Knee highs are wonderful. They don't snag my hair. Once you've learned how to gel down your hair correctly and you use the knee high, I've shown you all in several videos, you just tie it and pull it. In fact, that's how I did my bun. So if you look at my bun tutorial, you'll see how a knee high is used. I also keep duckbill clips. These are really good for when you're twisting your hair. They just make the process a lot easier for twisting. I also, and I can't find my clips right now, but the wide mouth clips, I keep a lot of those, and I've shown you all those in other videos as well. Just keep some of those around. As far as little accessories, oh, and also for another type comb to keep around. This is a good type comb to keep around too, and about this size because it's good for when you're getting to the thicker parts of your hair. If you're like parting it for twists or things like that, I like this size comb as well. For accessories, I really don't do accessories other than flowers or things like that, but you'll want to keep maybe I like using little shells. I bought these shells off eBay because I can never really find authentic shells. But I use these and I put them on the ends of my twists. I say that these help promote growth because they don't break my hair off. So when I put these on my twists, they don't break my hair off. They're not too heavy. And I found them on eBay. So if you type in like seashells for twists or something like that, seashells for locks, then it comes up. Last but certainly not least, because it's my favorite, and you can see I even keep it wrapped in one of my grandma silk caps because you want to keep these safe. Scissors, hair cutting scissors. These work wonderfully. I keep a pair of Goody hair cutting scissors. As you can see, my shears are very clean. Very nice. I keep them wrapped up. I don't use them to cut anything else because you don't want these to get jagged or frayed and cut your hair like that. So I keep these around for when I cut my own ends. So that helps to keep them. Hopefully soon I'll be able to show you all a tutorial in this natural hair boot camp of me cutting my split ends because it's about that time anyway for me to clip my ends. So you get a good look there. All right. Well, that's all, guys. That, like I said, that's a short list. But I said this video was going to be short, and it's still like 15 minutes. But anyway, that's the tools that I've used to help promote healthy hair growth. You'll find the tools that work best for you. They won't always be the ones that I use, but these are ones that I suggest because they're very basic. They're going to get you from phase 1 to phase 2. You're going to find other things you like I found these easy combs that have been online, and I've seen a lot of naturals use them, and I've never tried them, but I know that it'll work. So you'll find little things like this that you'll want to use. And I bought these from Ross for $3.99 instead of buying off TV for $10. So got a deal. And I think Walmart sells these too for a nice price. But I'm going to try this out too. So hopefully I'll get that in on the video. See how they look. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Again, make sure that you visit www.BeautifulBrwnBabyDol.com where you can find information like this and many other things, including my natural hair consultations and weight loss consultations and things of that sort. So head on over to www.BeautifulBrwnBabyDol.com and you won't be disappointed. I love you guys much and I'm thankful for your support once again. And you might think that I'm saying that too much, but I do appreciate you. It's because of my subscribers that I'm here, and I'm grateful for that and recognize that. God bless you all and continue to stay tuned. Much love. Beautiful Brown Baby Doll. Peace. Make sure that you go ahead and visit www.BeautifulBrwnBabyDol.com. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Beautiful Brown Baby Doll, spelled a little bit differently. Add or like my Facebook fan page at Nina Beautiful Brown Baby Doll Ellis Hervey. You can also see them at my regular page. See pictures there. And view my Fotki at Beautiful Brown Baby Doll, spelled all the way out. And there's also my YouTube channel was designed by the name you see there, and you can click on her page down below in the content section. Thanks so much for your love and support. You guys stay up. Peace.